The campsite is all packed up, all clean. So Birdsville's just over there. Where's our antenna? Gonna go and get some brekkie, and I've changed my plan. So I was looking at the map last night, and there's a bit of an issue with my previous planning, which I'll talk about once I get some brekkie, because the fingers are numb. Still means we're going east to west, but a slightly different way. Well, more than a slightly different way. This thing was covered in ice this morning, still got ice on the seat, so let's see if she wants to start up. Come on, yeah, ice. Neutral, you there somewhere? Not yet. Not yet. First time she's ever done that. Let's whack the headlights on for a little bit. Whack the high beams on. Get that battery flowing. Let's move out to the sun a little bit more. Problem is my jump starter's flat too. I knew this would happen one day. Oh, hello. Come on, one more. Nearly. Oh, nearly. Come on. Air temp was 0. I think it was like -4 last night. Got some things called hot hands, which I can put on the battery. Just to leave them there and they'll warm the battery up. Nearly. Come on, you sound like a KTM at the moment. Doesn't help that I've only got 91 in here too. That's all Birdsville had. Ooh. If I skated a bit then it would have gone. Yeah, rest for a little bit. Might get a little bit of temp in there. Everything else facing the sun, so can only warm up. We'll try again in like 10 minutes. Oh, cold kills everything, doesn't it? Not quite. Come on. The fuel's cold. Come on. Not yet. Alright, so I didn't account for how bad the roads are going to be, and I'm going to need at least an extra 3, maybe 5 days to get across the original route that I'd planned, which is no good for me because I need to be in Perth by a specific date. So Birdsville's sort of the turning point where I can either keep going the original planned route, get to Alice Springs and see where we go from there. But then if I have to backtrack and move along a bit quicker, which means I need to get down to the Nullarbor and across, it's quicker to go from here, or easier to go from here south to Port Augusta and out to Nullarbor than what it would be probably wasting another 3 days getting to Alice Springs and backtracking pretty much to Port Augusta anyway and then back out. So it's just one of those trips. Just have to come back and do the middle section some other time, but still going to get to the west. I'm going to plan a different adventure as we go. That's what adventures are about. I planned something, didn't turn out. Plan something on the go. Is what it is. Nowhere around here does coffee. This is like a coffee machine coffee. $5. Yeah, I know. Anyway, got the bike started finally. It's -4 last night, so that was fun. Bike obviously loved it as well. First time it's never started from the cold. Probably because I replied to a post last night from a guy saying he's having trouble when his Desert X gets cold. And I was like, yeah, mine never has that problem. Now here we go. First time for everything. Out of this way yesterday, now we're going dead straight. Air Developmental Road. Hopefully a bit better than the Birdsville Developmental Road. At least as the signpost says 100. We'll see. Don't get too excited. I'm expecting a lot of caravans coming this way. They said the Big Red Bash starts there in 2 days. There's already a lot of people there, so a lot of people came early to get their campsite. I'll have to look it up. I don't really know what it's all about, but there's just a whole bunch of grey nomads. Anyway, we'll try and save as much of this battery as we can, so onwards. Crossed over into South Australia. Nearly missed it. There's like a cattle grid and it's like, welcome to South Australia. Okay, cool. So I think the clock on my bike is right now. When I set it, after I had to reset the computer yesterday, my watch must have been to South Australian time. Yep, I think that's what my phone says. It's so hard reading the phone screen with polarized glasses. All good. Birdie. The road was really good. Still not too bad, but some heat gravel starting to come back. At the moment, it's way better than the Strzelecki. So the Air Highway or Air Developmental Road. If you go on to Birdsville, it's way better than the Strzelecki Developmental Road. So if you're out in Aminka, do what you can. Oh shit. If you're out in Aminka, do what you can to get across onto this road rather than looping around Adventure Way and then onto Warrego Way. This road seems to be a lot better. Well, at this point in time anyway. A bit of rain can change that. So it depends when you see this video. Check the road conditions. Everyone's using this as opposed to over there. It's all fully compacted down. This is just from some of the rain that they've had. You can see why it pulls in the road though, because the road's actually lower than the surrounding landscape. So they just keep digging and digging. Red Sandra in there, still very, very green. Lots of traffic. Look at that. See where people are chopping and changing to go left to right, left to right. Yeah, it's still a little bit soft, even with the bike. Everyone's switched over to this side now. once it gets water on it, there's no draining anywhere. Especially this section will just come down a little hill bit off a sand dune. And this is the worst. Just like throws you around everywhere. So much better when it was just smooth like mud. Water on the roads. It's pretty deep there. It's not too bad, except for the gravel. What about mud still is here. Where did everybody go? Looks like this way. Ah! Nearly. Wasn't expecting this today. Whew. Front end just slipped into that little hole. Red dust now. Super flat out here, that's why it's really wet still. There's no drainage anywhere. Oh, wrong line. Oh, made it. Yeah. What have we got? 3 hours, 24 minutes to the first stop. That's crazy. This one looks muddier for some reason. It's going to go way wide. Getting soft, getting soft, getting soft. Getting softer. Spinning. Getting really soft. And we're out. We got. Looks like everyone's been going around to the left. Seems to be the way. No idea how deep that is though. That deep. Washed. Still the water just sitting there. Have to stop and change the GoPro battery again. Yeah, there. So I thought I might as well pop fuel in while we're here. Past two guys on bikes, 40 k's back. I don't know if they come this way or not. I think one was a Tiger and maybe a Tenere, the other one. Too busy trying not to die in the sand. It's changed. We've gone from mud puddles on the floodways to sand, and the road at the moment, if you can see, I'll pan the camera around, flicks between the red dirt and this orange yellowy fly. Yeah, it flicks between this orange yellowy stuff and you can't pick a line through it. 1 second it's hard and you think you're on the right spot, and next second you're in about 6 to 8 inches of dust. Get in there. I'm only stopping this up because I can. I'm only 64 k's from the next fuel stop. The fuel there's a little bit expensive. So we'll get what we need to and then get to Marree, and then see where we get to for the rest of the day. That might be it. But yeah, this road's very interesting. If you're in a car, you're loving it. Got a few little mud patches, which I saw a 2-wheel drive high-ace van towing a standard 6x4 trailer. I don't know how it's going to get through some of those. There's some of the mud puddles 2-3 foot deep in the ruts, so pick your line around. Might get bogged and someone have to pull him out, but where some people have been going through, it's pretty deep. Those guys on the bike could have stopped too, so tell you what, completely over this GoPro. It's supposed to have cold resistant batteries. That was 100% when I put it in inside the tent last night, and it was 50% when I turned it on this morning. So whether that battery's got something wrong with it, I don't know, but good old GoPro. Alright, I'll change this over and then we'll get going. Just waiting for a few caravans to come past while I was changing the GoPro and stuff, and 2 bikes came past. So one's a Norden, and that's the rear one. I didn't see what the front one was. I think it could be, I still think it's a Tiger. So I'll probably catch up with them. Don't overtake them. Catch up with them at Mungerani. That's the fuel stop. Just past those 2 guys on the other bikes. Just pulled over for some reason. So I'll catch up to them up here. There's no doubt they'll need fuel as well. Two-wheel drive high-ace did. Okay, interesting. Go way around, I think. Maybe not. Maybe over the left there's the best bet. Too late now. In it now. What a way to top the day off. Try to get out of here. There we go. Caravan wasn't stopped at all, I was just trying to get through that. Thought we're done with all that. And my boots are all muddy. So about 10 k's out, 12 k's out. Just thrown everything at this road. Is like the mud holes, sand holes, rocks, sand everywhere. Yeah, don't make it easy. Just range, you can't pick your line. Oh. That last mud hole it went through, I don't know how that high ace and trailer got through, I really don't. Yeah, interesting. Oh well, they got through. Mungerani Hotel. Oh, I'm getting Rover flashbacks. Unleaded. $2.99. We're entering the Lake Eyre Basin. So, one of the lowest points, or if not the lowest point in Australia. In the middle of Australia, anyway. I've come across this side. Campgrounds back there, so I'm guessing these guys from that area. About 30 k's to go. I think these are allowed to be 50 or 53 metres long. Oh, it says on the sign there, first sign I've seen, 13 k's. I think it says. No, 33 k's. Tanami. Full of cows. So look at that, no dust. Winning.